please subscribe. Toy box treats tonight. Memories unlocked. Toy box treats tonight.
Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas. In this video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing and taking a super duper close look the absolute brand new 2024 Mattel He-Man the Masters of the Universe Origins Cartoon Collection. She-Ra. Absolutely beautiful. This action figure looks absolutely fantastic. As of right now, my favorite She-Ra is definitely the one from Masterverse. Just because of the articulation, plus it looks fantastic. If you haven't seen that action figure, you're going to see it in this video because we will be doing a comparison between the two. I had a lot of you reach out to me on various social media platforms telling me, you know, please open this one, please open this one. Some of you have the classics version. That's cool. I don't have that. I just have the Masterverse version and this Origins version right here. So we already saw an Origins version of She-Ra, but I think it was based off of the original toy, whereas this is based off of what She-Ra looked like in the TV show. It's very accurate. Wait till you see this. Speaking of which, if you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see more content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It truly helps out the channel. If you're a fan of She-Ra and the Princess of Power, if you're a fan of He-Man the Masters of the Universe, if you just like the cartoon collection, or if you like Toy Box Nostalgia, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love you so much forever for it. And please drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this action figure. Do you have this action figure? If you do, have you taken any toy photographs with it? I picked mine up on eBay just because I wanted it a little bit early to show it off here on the channel with you all. And I paid a little bit extra for it. It was around, I think, 27 to 30 bucks, around that range. But they are in fact available for pre-order like pretty much everywhere online, even Amazon. Though Amazon says that they're not shipping until December 30th. That's kind of strange. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, my friends. Let's just dive right in. Okay, here she is, my friends. Take a look at this incredible packaging. We already saw this right here on the channel with Mantenna. We have that amazing hologram up here at the top left, the 40th anniversary of She-Ra, the Princess of Power. This is an unpunched card, which is awesome because we get to see that seamless, well, sort of seamless artwork there of Hordak, and the sky is on fire. It's filled with bats. Take a look at those bats right there. There's bats right there. We have He-Man the Masters of the Universe logo right there, super duper shiny, 1980s looking. The cardboard is a flat finish except for obviously the hologram and the He-Man the Masters of the Universe logo. We have She-Ra, most powerful woman in the universe, and then we have Castle Grayskull behind her, and she is standing in front of it looking absolutely fantastic. We do have that crystal clear cartoon collection sticker right there on the front of the bubble. I love that. There's so much artwork. There's so much charm. We can see the comic book back there. And it looks like the same one, the Horde Invasion comic book that came with Mantenna. Down here at the bottom right says Mattel, and she just looks so good. Look at her. Here's the side profile inside the package. Here's the bottom. You can see the pegs on the heels of her boots. Very cool. She comes with a sword and a shield in the comic book, and that's it. She does have the cape. I was really hoping she was going to come with a cape. But it looks like it's plastic, so I don't know. This is kind of exciting. Flipping over to the back, here is the artwork that you get right here. Masters of the Universe, Princess of Power, as seen on Treasure of the First Ones. Very awesome. This is great. Look at that Horde Trooper. Absolutely amazing. I love this artwork so much. This is amazing. It says modernizing and celebrating the original 80s She-Ra Princess of Power animated series. It says cartoon collection, that same logo we saw on the clear sticker on the front of the bubble. We have our cross sale here, She-Ra, Ram Man, and Mantenna. And then over here on the left, we have two action poses. Put light shield in her hand, and then twist into powerful battle positions. That is awesome. Take a look at that face right there in that painting. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that artwork. I love it. I love it so much. This is even a painting here too. Very nice. So the last one we're going to have to do is Ram Man. Empowering generations through play. Mattel, here is the barcode in case you need it. And this is the domestic version. Very cool. This very thick card. I don't know if I mentioned that or not in the Mantenna video. This card is very heavy on here. This is obviously made for collectors, and probably most, especially for collectors who are going to keep them mint on cards. So it's a shame, you know, I gotta open it. I want to take photographs of her, but this seems like an action figure that I would love to just keep in this condition, just because it looks fantastic. Maybe I got to take Too Much New Toys' idea of making a flapper. Just kind of cut part of it here with a razor blade and just pull the bubble out, right? Oh, that's absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and get her out of the package. Okay, so here's everything outside of its packaging and bubble. My friends, that bubble and those bands were an absolute huge pain in the ass, but it was well worth it. Look at this. Look at that face. I swear, her eyes are moving. I don't know, in person it just looks so realistic. Let's take a look at the action figure details, my friends. So she's wearing this large gold, you know, headdress thing right here that goes around. It's kind of like a crown, you know, it's got wings on it. We have that big red gem dead in the center right there with the widow's peak shape right there. Everything is just gold and absolutely gorgeous. Kind of like something out of, like, I don't know, The Never-Ending Story or something. It just looks absolutely beautiful. She has that luscious, thick, blonde, yellow hair from the cartoon. Just I was so worried about how Mattel was going to pull off the hair, and absolutely am thrilled with this sculpt. This is gorgeous. Okay, so the face, honestly, I don't know what it is about the face, but when you're moving her head, it looks like her eyes are moving too. They even sculpted eyelids. They gave her like sunken in eyes, you know, high cheekbones, look absolutely amazing. Perfect nose and eyebrows. When I say perfect, I mean as far as what she looked like in the cartoon. I have no idea what perfect eyebrows look like. And then, yeah, her lipstick is dead on. Perfect. She has that metal band around her neck that holds this cape. The cape is, in fact, a plastic, but it's very, very soft. She's wearing this white dress that we see in the show with a lot of gold on it. I mean, there's gold going up here, like at the top here by her shoulders. She has a large gold emblem here on the front of the dress with what looks like a large blue gem. And then she has gold that even goes down onto the skirt, or I'm sorry, like this part of the dress here. And she has cuts right here on either side, probably for articulation purposes. Absolutely. She has very, like, I'd say kind of tan skin, but it's very peach looking. And then when we take a look at the boots, they're just huge gold boots. Exactly how we saw in the cartoon. This is fantastic. These details are absolutely incredible. I love the lines that they put in the cape. Kind of reminds me of a cape from like Todd McFarlane's Batman animated series. You know, it's just kind of soft plastic. We do have some words right here on her lower back. 2024 Mattel. Made in Vietnam. So the gold band and the cape look like they are in fact attached. She also has these large gold like wrist braces right here. Bracers, I'm guessing. And I do have a little bit of paint flaw right there where it went onto the arm itself, which is okay. It's not bad. And then her hands are just like two gripping hands. I don't get it with the eyes, the illusion. I don't know how they did it. That's nuts. Okay, let's move on to articulation, my friends. Let's start up here with the head. The head is in fact on a ball joint, so we get some good tilt there, lots of tilt. As far as looking up, probably not at all. She pretty much looks straight ahead. And the reason why is because of the hair and the cape. This part right here is plastic, and it's just hitting onto the cape right there. It is on a ball joint. You can remove the head, just like that. Looks like it's a typical Masters of the Universe origin style ball peg. For a female character, and it does have a lot of joystick movement, pretty much in 360 degrees, as you can see right there. Moving down to the shoulder is on a peg, and it does have a hinge, so you can move it out, and you can also swivel. I'm not sure if you can get this to go straight out. Maybe if you did it this way, you could do straight out. Yeah, just like that. Very cool. And then I'll just take this off to show you. Typical Masters of the Universe origin style peg right there. The peg hole points down towards the pelvis, so you have to aim it downwards whenever you plug it back in. Moving down to the elbow, we swivel at the elbow, as you can see there, 360. And there's a massive hinge, so you can move it in and out. It doesn't come out as far as the peg. The hinge in her left wrist actually goes into her palm, as you see here. So you get this style of movement right here. If we move over to the right wrist, we can see that the hinge goes up and down. So she can, in fact, hold her sword up in the air. But she might not be able to look at it, but that's okay. I mean, yeah, so she can hold her sword like this, up in the air. For the honor of Grayskull, right? Moving down to the waist, we do not have an ab crunch because this is Masters of the Universe Origins, so you won't get any movement there, except it is in fact on a peg, as you see. So you get 360-degree spin. Moving down to the pelvis and the legs, we have that barbell-style joint down there, which goes straight across. And the skirt piece is like trimmed on the sides. So you can absolutely get her to kick Hordak right in the face if you need to. Moving down to the knee, we swivel at the knee 360, right? See that right there? And there's also a hinge. We can see it's a pretty big hinge. It's almost like a ball joint, but we can get some really good articulation there. And her knees have actual knee caps. So it's going to look like real knees, as you see right there. With the way the light's hitting it, see that right there? Look like knee caps. Very cool. Moving down to the boot, we do swivel at the boot, and we can actually come off. Right there, as we see, Masters of the Universe Origin style peg for the whole shin and foot. Now her feet are going to come with a hinge to move like this in this movement right here. And they can also articulate in a rocker motion too. Whenever she's in battle position and she's fighting Hordak or the upcoming Leech, which is going to be absolutely amazing, or even Mantenna, she can have her legs spread apart, like crouched over, holding her shield and holding her sword. And you'd be able to plant her feet flat on the ground because of the rocker. Yeah, see? It's flat. Let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories. So here's the light shield right here. It does come with a single handle right here. Very cool. It reminds me a lot of the Masterverse version, though I believe the Masterverse version was a little bit transparent. And then we get her sword right here. And I think that this sword looks a lot more like the Power Sword from the actual cartoon than the actual Power Sword that we got with He-Man and Prince Adam. I feel like Mattel could have done a better job on that. I feel like Super 7 did a perfect job trying to match the sword. It's long and slender. It just looks, I don't know, the broadsword from the toy, I feel like didn't really match the cartoon collection. That's like my only gripe. But this is perfect. For She-Ra's sword, I think this is perfect. We got that blue gem on both sides, and it's almost transparent. I feel like I can like see my fingers through it, just because it's so thin. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very shimmery too. Like when light's hitting it, I'm seeing different colors. Oh man, I just love that. And it's not painted. The gem is, I believe, on both sides. Yeah, you can see the paint flaws right there, but the sword itself isn't. So it must be cast in like that color plastic. We already took a look at this comic book right here whenever we saw Mantenna, but I will flip through it anyways, so you can pause and read if you'd like to. Here's our cross sale on the back, and we do have that Cartoon Collection logo again. She-Ra, Ram Man, and Mantenna. The next thing we have to take a look at, and we can never forget, are the instructions on how to swap and remove parts, because that's like the whole thing about this toy line, is that we could just start swapping stuff, and we're definitely going to do that here tonight. So we have remove and swap parts, removable parts. We can remove the head at the neck, as we saw in the ball joint. We can remove the arms of the shoulders, as we saw with the pegs. We can break the action figure in half at the waist, and we can remove the hands. The pegs come out of the wrists, and then we can remove the boots themselves, like at the shin. So let's see if we can remove this cape. There she is. That's what she looks like without the cape. Very cool. This piece is a separate piece also, this skirt piece right here, as you can see. It's like a very, very soft, it's pretty, I think it's vinyl. It's either a very soft rubber or vinyl. It's very malleable and bendable, and it's painted. Very cool. And this is what it looks like underneath. Here's what she looks like without the skirt piece on. Kind of like the 70s. Like I feel like She-Ra's style gives off like this 1970s vibe. I don't know what it is. Here's what the cape looks like right here. It's just got a little bit of gold paint right there for the band that goes around her neck. And then these two pieces that come over and just like kind of lay over her shoulders. Very cool. Again, very soft rubber. I love the fact that there's all of these wrinkles sculpted in. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Here's what she looks like holding her sword with both hands, as we saw on the cover of the comic book. She can do that. That's very cool. There's what she looks like with her light shield and sword. And her cape and everything. This is all of the stuff that you get in the package. This is very cool. I love this. I love how simple this is. It just looks so good. I don't know what it is. It just looks like it's right from the show. It's it's almost creepy looking. How accurate it is. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is my absolute favorite She-Ra Princess of Power action figure. Hands down, without a doubt. This is perfect. Okay, so last thing I want to do is measure her to see how tall she is. So she's about 5 3/4 of an inch tall because of the headdress piece right here. This piece right here kind of sticks up a little bit. Okay, so now why don't we do a comparison between her and She-Ra the Princess of Power Masterverse version. Okay, so here you can see the absolute amazing difference in height. This is crazy. The amount of details obviously on the Masterverse is going to be a lot more because it's not supposed to look like a cartoon. It does come with soft goods. So you can see the hair has a lot more sculpting lines in it. The gold is a complete different shade of gold. It almost has green in it. So if you have this, that's what this material of the skirt piece feels like. It's just like this. Greenish gold boots. Kind of looks like the one on the right, the Masterverse version, looks like something from like Zelda. You know, I don't know, like Legend of Zelda. To me, I don't know, this is what it looks like. But yeah, the height difference is huge. Absolutely. As far as her skin tone goes, if you want to try to reuse parts, she has more yellow in her skin from the Masterverse, as you see right here in this closed fist, compared to the peachy colored skin that is the Origins version. So it's definitely not going to match. So this is the hand from the Masterverse version of Princess of Power She-Ra, and as you can see, it's like grayish yellow, a little more yellowish gray. Than the skin tone, so it doesn't match really. But I have a couple of other female Masterverse figures. Here is one of Katra's hands, and you can see it's the same. It's almost like the same, where it's more yellow, and it's not as gray, but it's definitely more yellow. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Yeah, see, it's almost like this looks like this is warmer tone, and it looks like it has more life in it than this. This kind of looks like a dead hand to me. Here's the hand from Evil Lynn from Masterverse, the version that looks kind of like a bat, where she's wearing like bat pajamas. And you could see that this one is the same. It's like more yellowish gray. It's not as warm and lifelike as this action figure. And finally, here's the hand from the Masterverse version of the Sorceress, and you could see it's exactly the same. So I don't have any Masterverse hands that would look good on this action figure, unfortunately. I think that's all of them that I have. I don't have many Masterverse action figures because once the cartoon collection line came out, I just like kind of hyper-focused on it. I love taking photographs of toys, and the toys that look like they're from cartoons will always be my favorite. And this is a dead ringer for a 3D representation of what She-Ra, the Princess of Power, looked like in that show. Look at this. She-Ra's just absolutely perfect. Like, the sculpt is perfect. The colors are amazing. I love everything about this action figure. So this has been the Toy Box Nostalgia unboxing and review and super duper close look at the Mattel He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection She-Ra action figure. I think it's flawless. I think it's perfect. I wouldn't change anything whatsoever. But I'd love to know what you think, so please drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this action figure. Will you be picking this action figure up? If you did, I'd love to see some toy photographs of it. If you've taken any, please let me know. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. I truly appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week and your holiday weekend. And remember, collect and shoot.